Hi and welcome back. Now in this chapter I want to go through some common issue which I get from student when it comes to the initial working with virtual machine. Go ahead and click on adding a new virtual machine in a cell. So let's quick go in and choose my resource group. I will give a virtual machine name. I will go ahead and choose the image. I will go ahead and choose the size for the virtual machine. Now in the first issue that student get in when it comes to the size of the virtual machine. Sometimes they are able to choose any size for the virtual machine, and that is because of the restriction that as a OP puts on the subscription itself. Now if you are starting with the US, so remember for 30 days you have it as your free subscription in the place. So that subscription might be have actual limitation on the spinning of virtual machine in different regions. Even if you have a pay as you go subscription, there might still be some limitation on what the machine size in different regions. Now since I will be spending up virtual machine as a part of this option for quite a long time, a lot of the limitation have been removed. For your example, not everyone might be able to create a virtual machine in a central region India. You might be limited to creating a virtual machine maybe in the East US region or maybe in the Central US region. So if you change the region, then maybe you might be able to change the size of the virtual machine. So that's the first problem that students face. No one is be understanding which are these reasons in which you can actually spin up the water machine. Is you can actually go and subscription, and now over here I have a multiple subscription. You might be having your own subscription in place. You might be having a free trial subscription or you might be having a pay. Now if you go on any subscription, now if you scroll down and you can actually go on to users and quotas. Let me go out and hide this. Now over you can go out and select a provider, so we can go and select Microsoft Dot. Now over here you will see that in each region how many virtual machines or how many vCPUs are allocated to you. So over here in this US region I have the limit or capacity of only 10 vCPUs currently. I will go it and use for all of us. Then what is, so over here you actually have the ability to see how many vCPUs you are allocated or your subscription at the point in time. You can increase in the quarter itself. So there one issue when it comes to virtual machine creation. Now the other issue which students face in when it comes to the connection to the virtual machine. So I have a virtual machine in a place, and if I go out and we cannot connect RTTP from his down the RTTP, let me go ahead and just connect on to virtual machine. What to do, you that would actually go ahead and specify the username and password, so that the same username and password you mentioned in the visit when you went ahead and create a virtual machine. But sometime over here student get an error saying it's the incorrect username and password, when in fact that they are entering the correct username and password. This because it depends workstation you can connect from somewhere, where app is that it takes a micro account into consideration when trying to log into the virtual machine itself. So what you can do in such a case, in you can actually take this public IP address on your virtual machine. So over here 30.71.5.16 and this slash, then the username and the password, and then hit on key, and then you can go out and connect on the virtual machine. So I said these are just some of the aspect I want. So you know this is the basic issue that students have faced when it comes to initially working with virtual machine.